A new scenario is upon us. It brings with it a new way to play the game to create the most powerful horses. But before we talk about that, let's talk about some free items we'll get at the start. There will be missions for a pick ticket as well as a new uncapped gem. The pick ticket will let you get any card you want from the pool, while the gem will let you limit break any card you want. The gem can be used even on future cards, so it is very valuable. If you get unlucky when pulling, you can use the gem to close the gap. With that in mind, here's how I think you should use these new resources, based on how many copies of Kita-san you have. If you already maxed out both Kita-san and Super Creek, the next would be Fine Motion, or you can just hold it until it becomes useful. Next, we have to talk about the Scenario Link mechanic. If you bring a Scenario Link character, you'll get an extra gold skill during the run. This works for both the characters themselves and the cards. But you can only get one of these, so if you bring multiple, you'll have to pick which gold to get. This is most significant for the new Rice Shower card that will be the first banner. This is a power card that gives Swinging Maestro. With the Scenario Link added, this one card gives you 2 gold heals for long distance. You can keep using Creek if you have her, but borrowing Rice Shower will be very good for people who don't. Now is probably a good time to talk about the card builds we use in this scenario. For most things, we'll use 4 wit cards and 2 speed cards. For medium and long-distance team trials, we use characters with built-in recoveries and rely on those for the stamina. But you can bring Rico along to boost your stamina if your parents are on the weaker side. Rico is the new pal card for this scenario, and her events give you a lot of stamina and guts for free. The rare version is perfectly usable, so I'd suggest at least pulling on the banner until you get a copy of the rare. For longer champions meeting tracks, we have the choice between Rice Shower and Super Creek, and both are fine. Though Rice Shower is usually preferred during this scenario. With strong cards, you can even bring multiple PAL cards and see great success. Okay, let's get into the actual mechanics of the scenario. During training, you'll notice these flame icons near your support cards. As you train with them, these flames will fill up, similar to the bond gauge. Once it's full, you can get what we call an explosion, which gives you a large chunk of stats as well as a hint for a skill. These skill hints come randomly from your A-rank aptitudes. So, characters like Teho will consistently get useful hints, while characters like Oguri will struggle more. This also means you want to keep your parents pure. If you have random pink sparks that raise aptitudes to A rank, you'll be making life much harder for yourself. These explosions are extremely important, and you should heavily prioritize the flames during training up until the 3rd year. Racing is also worse in this scenario, since it means you can't stoke the flames. You can also use these explosions to raise stats that are falling behind, like stamina. The other mechanic in the scenario is the team races. Throughout the training, you gain random other characters that form your racing team. It's similar to team trials. You can customize the teams, but there's usually no need to. However, it is recommended to put your trainee in the medium or long category, as those are the hardest for the random characters to win. Before each race, you can choose whether you want to fight a hard, medium, or easy team. To get the best rewards from the scenario, you have to choose hard 3 times, and can choose medium once. If your start is bad, you can choose medium for the first race. Otherwise, choose medium for the 4th race. Losing these is extremely damaging to your run, so you always want to win. Each race you win gives your whole team an increase to all of their stats. Each explosion you do also raises their stats, and the levels of your training are based on your team's total for that stat. So, having a team that's strong in a stat makes it easier to raise that stat for your trainee. Continuing that line of thought, using explosions on the stats you want to raise through training is important. Okay, that was a lot to take in, but we got through it all. You should now be fully prepared for the new scenario. Good luck on your pulls and trainings. For more information, read the ref doc.